Good morning and very warm welcome to all of you students. This is session number 46. In this session, we are going to discuss problems on computation of assessment of tax as well as tax liability. In the last class, we learnt on several concepts regarding the fourth module, that is assessment of tax and returns. So in this session, I'm going to straight away take you through to some of the problems that we are going to work out. The problems that I'm going to work out in this class, that is assessment of tax and tax liability based on the input tax rate related transactions are given. Once again, I'm going to welcome all of you for this video session. So we are going to discuss problems on assessment of tax liability, assessment of net GST, as well as output tax liability. So when we have to compute input tax rate, first problem I'm going to continue. I'm going to start. Messrs. Ram and Company provides the following information relating to their trading transaction for the month of August 2018. Calculate input tax rate eligible and net GST payable by Messrs. Ram and Company. Very clearly, it tells that we have been asked to calculate input tax credit eligible, as well as we have been asked to compute net GST payable by Messrs. Ram and Company. So first now, first purchases kottidane. The purchases has been made during the month. Point A, it says that purchases of raw materials from a supplier in Kolar for rupees 1 lakh, 5% GST. In through purchases has been made in Kolar for an amount of rupees 1 lakh. E purchases mela 5% credit, we are going to get input tax rate. Similarly, point B, it says that purchases of raw materials from a dealer of Telangana. A dealer who resides in Telangana, even from the dealer in Telangana also we have purchased for an amount of rupees 5 lakh. So even on that amount also we can claim input tax rate at the rate of 18%. So 5 lakh into 18% ana tagolbodu. Adatra next to sales has been given. So sales of rupees 4 lakh within the state at 12%. On 4 lakh, if you calculate 4%, so you are going to get 48,000, that is output tax payable. Similarly, in second case, sale of rupees 2 lakh worth goods to Chennai sale madidare. On that also, we are going to calculate output tax at the rate of 5%. Sale of rupees 50,000 made to a unit situated in special economic zone. Special economic zone in the sense, the tax which has been exempted from GST. So, ಯಾವುದೇ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಝೋನ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಗುಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತಹ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. Let us move on to the problem. It very clearly says that first we are going to compute the net GST as well as output tax liability, and for that we are going to take up 5 important columns, particulars, and then one column we are going to record for nature of supply, central goods and services tax for one column. The next column followed by state goods and service tax ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ. Next IGST, interstate transaction ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, IGST ಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪರಿಗಣಿಸೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್. ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ತೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ, ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ವಿದಿನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ವಿದಿನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ rupees 4 lakh ವಿದಿನ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ 4% ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆನ್ 4 lakh 4% 48,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ 48,000 ಅನ್ನ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 24,000 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ SGST ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ನಲ್ಲಿ we are going to write it as intrastate, and then whatever the amount gets will be divided into equally two parts. That is 24,000 goes to central government and the remaining 24,000 will be retained by state government. So this is how we can calculate output tax on the sale made on each transaction. Idu intrastate aaytu. Let us move on to the next transaction, that is interstate. So just look at point number 2 here. Sale of rupees 2 lakh worth goods to Chennai. So Chennai ge ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ goods. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ it is an interstate transaction. Interstate transaction ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ IGST only applicable. CGST ಮತ್ತು SG ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 2 lakh into 5% we are going to record in IGST ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Sale to a dealer of Chennai ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. 2 lakh is a transaction amount at the rate of 5%. We are going to take 10,000 only to the last column, that is integrated goods and service tax. So ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ we have only two important sales. Sale of rupees 50,000 made to a unit situated in special economic zone, ಅದು exempted. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ exemption ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. So the next one, we are going to take the total of this. CGST comes to 24,000, SGST comes to 24,000, and IGST payable by Messrs. Ram and Company to the government is 10,000. Is to one mutta on sales. This is called as output tax payable on these two transactions. So next important heading that we are going to record as be input tax credit eligible on input. So input tax rate will be obtained by the registered taxpayer only on the purchases made. Inputs ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ purchases. ಅವನು ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನ ಆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರೇಟ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ನೋಡಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ purchases made during the month. Point A tells that purchases of raw materials from a supplier in Kolar for rupees 1 lakh. So 1 lakh rupees ಅವನು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. On 1 lakh at the rate of 5% he gets tax relief. So he is going to get 1 lakh into 5%, and this amount 5,000 should be equally divided between the central government as well as state government. So this is an example of intra-state transaction. So within the state alla adu transaction agide, purchases madidane, 1 lakh mele 5% madide 5,000 barutte into 1/2 2 central goods and service tax matte state goods and service tax ibbrigu equal agi ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. IGST ಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is an intra-state transaction. So next one, point number B, purchases of materials from a dealer of Telangana. Telangana is a different state that comes in out of Karnataka state. Therefore, IGST will be applicable. Hagagi 5 lakh into 18%, directly we are going to record in outer column. So I'm going to write it as purchases of raw materials from Telangana anta tagoltini, and then whatever the amount I have purchased, I'm going to type here 5 lakh at the rate of 18%. Since it's an interstate transaction, I'm going to record only in IGST column. So 18% on 5 lakh, if you calculate, you are going to get 90,000. So hagage, so 90,000 nimge ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರೇಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. SGST ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು CGST ಗೆ 2,500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅದರದ್ದು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. So then we are going to make the total of these two input tax rate eligible amounts. Total be, so 2,500 for CGST, 2,500 for SGST, and then the total amount of relief that will be available for IGST is 90,000. Next, this is total A as well as total B. Total A ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, output tax payable ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so tax to be payable on sales. So input tax rate eligibility ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ tax amount or relief available on purchases made. So istu barutte. And then we are going to then calculate the next step, that is balance tax payable athwa excess ITC available. Balance tax ನಾವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ITC ಉಳಿದೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತೀವಿ. This is calculated by subtracting A from B. So A ಇಂದ minus B ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ. Total A ಇಂದ total B less ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, balance of tax payable ಅಥವಾ excess ITC payable ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So here out of 24,000, if you deduct 2,500, so the balance of tax payable in case of central goods and services tax 21,500 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ತರ SGST ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 24,000 ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ 2,500, ಇಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. 24,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2,500 ಹೋದ್ರೆ 21,000, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಯಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ತರ ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಈ IGST ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬರೀ 10,000, ಬಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ 90,000. ಸೊ 90,000 is more than the output tax liable. ಸೊ 90,000 minus 10,000, 80,000 ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ITC ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ 80,000 ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ITC ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ITC ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. CGST ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, Next to ಮಿಕ್ಕಿರೋ amount ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ SGST. I repeat again, 80,000 is nothing but excess ITC available. Out of this 80,000, this 80,000 will be utilized first setting off against CGST, and the remaining amount will also be utilized for setting up of SGST also. Next, less, since we have excess input tax rate, this 80,000 should be utilized for setting up of this CGST balance amount and SGST balance amount. First, out of 80,000, we are going to set off against CGST. First, central goods and services set off less inter-head set off of ITC. So out of 80,000, only first now CGST. So this entire amount can be set off 21,500 dash. And what is the set off amount? 21,000 we are going to record here. Next, out of 80,000, 21,000 if you deduct, still will get more amount of money. So on the balance amount alla idu kuda ನಾವು set off ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So remaining ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, central goods and service tax ಕೊಟ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ SGST ಗೂ ನಾವು set off ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. 21,000 full amount ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದೇ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಏನು set off ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂತೀವಿ. So balance of tax ಅಥವಾ net GST payable by Messrs. Ram and Company nillo, CGST nil ಬರುತ್ತೆ. SGST also he need not pay SGST, and he gets 37,500 excess ITC available. ಇನ್ನು 37,500 ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So this is how we are going to compute the net GST as well as output tax payable. Whenever you are going to see that the sales has been made, on that you are going to calculate the tax, output tax ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. On purchases you are going to calculate input tax. So the next one, sales ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾರ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ITC ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ITC ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ IGST ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು CGST ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, CGST ಕೊಟ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ SGST ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನೋ GST ನೋ SGST. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ITC ಇನ್ನೂ 37,500 ನೀವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟುವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಲೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ this is an amount that you are going to get for claiming tax as a relief ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So friends, in this class we have discussed on the problem where we are going to compute the input tax rate as well as output tax, and finally we learned in this session how to compute the net GST as well as output tax liability. Thank you. If you have any clarifications, you can write your comments in the comment box. Thank you everybody.